Oh, hi, what's your name? Fine, stay anonymous. But my name's Red. Today I'm going to be reading some r/entitled parents. Do you want to hear these stories? Okay, let's get going. My narcissistic mum claims I ruined her Christmas because I called her out on not wearing a mask and now she's trying to steal a cat from a stranger's children. I've only been lucid to the fact my mum is a narcissist and a manipulator for a few months now, because she always controlled what I could think or say my whole childhood. When I started dating my boyfriend, I moved out from her house and slowly started to see, from an outside perspective, her true colours. This Christmas just blew me away and I finally ran out of sympathy for her. Now that I feel like I can finally think for myself, I haven't been holding my opinions back from her very much anymore, which is driving her crazy, and we get into lots of arguments over it. She's got a weird obsession with having the perfect Christmas and demanding everything meets her crazy standards. And if they don't, she finds someone to point a finger at and say, "You ruined my Christmas." Last year, my boyfriend and I ruined her Christmas because we were too broke to afford nearly any gifts at all for people because we'd just moved and had just started working new jobs. She's upper middle class and is super out of touch with what it's like to be short a couple of hundreds for rent coming up and wouldn't listen to any kind of reasoning. This year, I ruined her Christmas by speaking my mind. She and I had gone to Walmart a few days ago and there were lots of people with their masks pulled down under their noses. On Christmas Eve, when my mum came and picked me up, she started crap talking all the people at Walmart with their masks down. But while we had been there in the checkout, she had pulled her mask down under her nose and right behind an older woman with an oxygen tank, no less. I told my mum she can't talk crap because she had done that too, and she told me I needed to be quiet and I'm not allowed to talk to her that way. I'm 21, by the way. She started arguing with me and said she was dying and needed to, which I said, "What if all those other people were dying as well?" She said, "Stop, I can't do this entire weekend. You can't be argumentative with me." I said if she can't do it the whole weekend, she should just take me home. I'd gotten out of the car at that point because I needed to go to the print shop and planned to walk home anyway. While I was printing, I got this text. "You owe me an apology. You were pushy and argumentative from the minute you got in the car, and then speaking to me the way you did? No, ma'am, that is not appropriate. There is a huge difference between me taking my nose out of my mask for 2 minutes when standing just with you more than 10 feet away from other people, and the multitude of people shopping shoulder to shoulder with their noses hanging out. Regardless of any of that, however, the way you spoke to me was rude and disrespectful and not acceptable. If you plan to treat me or anyone else that way tonight and tomorrow, then I'll take you up on your offer to just stay home. I've gone to a tremendous amount of effort and expense to make this special for us, only to find myself sobbing and wishing I could go to bed and not see anyone tonight. If you aren't ready to apologize and adjust your attitude, then I can just take you home and be done with it. I'm very upset and disappointed. I've been looking forward to this day for a long time and now it's on the brink of being ruined." When I finally got to my mum's house, I'd been planning on not apologizing because I didn't see a single reason why I should. But she never brought it up and neither did I. She instead gave me the silent treatment all night long, and anytime I would try and talk to her, she just wouldn't respond or gave me very short, cold responses. That was okay though. I had a couple friends over, so I decided to enjoy my night and let her throw a temper tantrum. I think one of the craziest things my mom is trying to do though is steal a cat from 4 children she doesn't even know because she loves the cat. Simba, his real name and not the one my mum gave him, is a really sweet, fat, playful, indoor-outdoor cat. He showed up to my mom's house a few months ago and she gave him some canned food, and he's been coming back multiple times after that and staying for hours at a time. She wound up putting a collar and tag on him, and she got a call from a man saying that she can't collar this cat because it's not her cat, it's his and his 4 kids' cat. Mom didn't care, she already decided Simba just had to be hers. We don't know anything about the people who called other than the man's first name and that he has 4 kids and that they have a cat. Beyond that, it's impossible to make any judgment calls. Mom kept putting collars and tags on him and Simba's family kept taking them off. My mom and grandma are trying to find any way they can to say the cat is being abused. They say because he's a rough player he must be abused by the kids, that because they feed him dry food he's abused, and the man had called my mom a few times calling her a witch and butthole and stuff. They say because you can hear the kids playing in another room when he's on the phone shouting and cussing out my mom that he must be abusive to the kids and the cat. I don't know about anyone else, but if someone keeps trying to steal my cat, I'd probably have some choice words for them too. Plus, the man could be standing in his bedroom or outside with the window open when he makes the phone calls. Who's even to know? I've also had cats in the past who've been abused before I'd gotten them, and in no way does Simba act like an abused cat. He is the sweetest, friendliest cat I've met. He just doesn't like to be picked up and will fuss about it a bit. My mom has put a dog collar with tag on him and put a stitch in the collar so he won't be able to slip it off. I tried telling her cat collars are made to break away for a reason, but she didn't care. Before she put the stitch into the collar, they found it caught on a big branch, so the poor thing could very possibly have choked to death. He also keeps getting his jaw stuck in the dog collar since it's made for dog necks and not cat necks, and he could get lockjaw or even break his jaw. My mum was super crazy when it came to Simba this Christmas. On Christmas Eve, the man called and said he's going to make the cat an indoor cat because he's sick of her trying to collar his cat. He says when Simba disappears, his children get super worried, but my mom's convinced the kids don't care since the man has never put up a lost cat poster or anything. My mom was crying all night about losing Simba and saying, "Oh, woe is me for not ever being able to see the cat I stole from children ever again." My mom tried telling the man that nobody owns cats. Cats choose where to go. He said that his cat is microchipped. My mom wants to call the vet to make them change the microchip information for him. She doesn't think you can steal a cat, but you can steal a dog because in the eyes of American law, dogs are considered property, but cats aren't. And the cats haven't been domesticated as long as dogs have been, so they're still wild animals. A guy in my city had his lawn inflatables stolen in the night, and my mom is hoping he can get them back and the thief is called. Yet, in the same breath, she justifies stealing someone's cat. My mom also already has 2 cats that she doesn't give any attention to just because they're not as cuddly. She just wants to steal a cat without even first loving the 2 she already has. And even if she's dead set on getting more cuddly cat, she's trying to steal one instead of adopting from the shelter. When I was a kid, we had a very friendly cat who'd wind up going missing for a week or more because other people would pick him up and take him in. My mum always called them saying that that's not their cat and she'd be happy to share him with them if they pay half his vet bills. They always gave the cat back after she said he's already got a family. Any of those people could have told her, "Look, lady, you've got 3 kids, so clearly he's been abused. I'm doing him a favor. I give him home-cooked meals over your wet canned food. I'll just call the vet and get his chip info changed. I put a collar and tag on him. I changed his name. He's my cat now. Tough crap." She'd throw a fit over that. I know she'd cuss them out or even call the police. I just don't know where my mum gets off with her outrageous hypocrisy. Whoa, that's 2 stories in one, first of all, and that is epic. I hope you enjoyed that r/entitled parents, read by me, Red. If you did, give the video a like by clicking that thumbs up button, and also click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can hear more of my videos as I release them. Thanks so much.